Hi YouTube. I just wanted to put together a quick video. I wanted to talk about the achingly slow process that is wealth building. And you know, it really goes against everything that Americans are conditioned for today, doesn't it? I mean, we are really wired for immediate gratification now. You know, and it's not a big surprise. You know, it used to be that if you wanted some information, you had to go down to the library. You had to dig out the microfilm. You had to go slide by slide to try to find it. Now you just slide on over to Google. Type in a little information, bang, you have exactly what you need. Song lyrics, there it is. You know, sports, right? You could never watch your favorite football team. You were subjected to whatever CBS or NBC had on at the time. Now you go down to your local pub, you can watch your team play anytime you want. It's pretty amazing. Well, it also makes us very impatient. You know, nobody likes to sit in line in traffic. Nobody likes to go to the DMV. Nobody likes to wait in line at the grocery store. Even silver. Nobody likes to wait for the silver. I actually made my first purchase this morning. I bought something that I've always felt that my stack was severely lacking, something I'm actually really excited to get. And as soon as I hit click, I was hoping that the postal carrier would be knocking on my door to hand me my silver. I got to wait about 3 weeks for it. So, but you know what? It is what it is. I have a buddy. Okay, he's got the big fish, small pond thing happening, and that's the thing about Vermont is the whole state is a series of small towns. And you know, he's done really well for himself. He's built up a nice little business here. He was a beer and wine salesman, and he knew it really well. And he's a very outgoing guy, which is great for me because you know, I'm pretty introverted. So when I hang out with outgoing people, they do a lot of the social heavy lifting for me, and I kind of appreciate that. But he was a beer and wine salesman, and he also flipped houses during the height of the housing boom, and he did really well for it. I mean, it was really nuts at the time. You know, he'd buy a house, and before the closing, he'd have an offer for a higher price on the house. I mean, sometimes without even doing anything. But he took all this money that he made and he rolled it into an extremely undervalued beer and wine store, and he's built up the business. The combination of his personality and the fact that they're one of the only games in town has created just a booming little business for him. So he lives a pretty good life. Well, he hired this kid who was 19 years old, and you could tell the kid had stars in his eyes whenever he hung out with my buddy, and he wanted to emulate him. So he went out on a bottle sorter's salary and bought a full-size Dodge Ram pickup for about $35,000. You know, first of all, shame on the banks for loaning this kid this money, but whatever. He bought a full-size Dodge Ram pickup. He would go out and buy like $100 Nike sunglasses, and he's trying to live like my friend was, but without the hard work, without following the roadmap that my buddy laid out. Okay, he's trying to emulate my friend, the 43-year-old version of my friend, not the 26-year-old version that was putting his nose to the grindstone and doing all the work. He wanted it all, and he wanted it now, but without doing the work. The thing is, guys, you know, I know a lot of you guys are middle class like I am, and there's simply no big windfalls coming our way. It's really up to us to really do the yeoman's work and just kind of plug away at it. That's one of the reasons that this whole spreadsheet idea in monthly purchases or bi-monthly purchases really appeals to me. And what I'm hoping for is at the end of the year, I'm really hoping to have a really earnest, honest, laid out discussion with you guys about 2013 and how your economic situation has changed, by just kind of keeping your eye on the ball month by month and going through the process. You know, how much more silver you have, but also, you know, how much less debt do you have? You know, what is your financial position now versus a year ago? And I'm really hoping to see some positive results. You know, I'm really pulling for you guys. And it doesn't even have to be silver. You know, you can say, yeah, I bought a duplex in July of 2013 and it's already cash flowing for me. It's going great. You know, that's the kind of stuff that I want to hear. You know, I just feel like it's a really slow process, but, you know, you kind of just keep it going, keep it moving forward, keep pushing that rock. I told you before, I like to keep a journal. I remember when I first started dating my wife, I can't remember if I told you guys this or not, but at one point, my wife was basically breaking down that, we weren't getting anywhere. We had a lot of debt from our wedding and everything else. And I just kind of assured her that we were, but it just wasn't very noticeable yet. So I started keeping a log. And what I would do is, I'd let a couple months go by, and then I'd open it up and go, look, this was our debt 3 months ago, 2 months ago. This is our debt today. These are our assets 2-3 months ago. These are our assets today. And this is something that I've continued to do. And guys, again, it is a slow thing, but I'm telling you, it really adds up. When I just make my mortgage payment, $450 every month goes towards the principal now. Okay, so that's basically like it's $450 more in home equity every single month. Doesn't sound like a lot, but you know what? At the end of the year, it's another $5,000 to my net worth. My silver buys. Even with the price of silver, getting hit, I'm still adding. I'm adding and adding and adding. So anyway, that's it, guys. Just a quick one. It's a slow process. It's all you. Don't make any financial decisions that will end up hurting you in the long run, like my buddy's friend did. And he, like I said, he set himself back for years by making a really bad financial move. And just kind of keep your eye on the prize. If you take unnecessary risks, you can really actually do yourself more harm than good. I know that in capitalism, sometimes risk gets rewarded, but I guess I'm a lot more risk averse than I've ever been. I guess I'm just a slow and steady wins the race kind of guy now. Wasn't that case certainly not too long ago. And who knows, maybe this isn't the right approach, but it's the right approach for me today. Okay, talk to you later.